And then in the airport, he was like, "You look like you craft stuff."
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Yard. Today, we are joined by Sarah.
Hello, I'm Sarah. I have a blog over at sarahscreatestudio.com. I'm a silhouette licensed instructor, and I beta test the Juliet. So.
Ooh. Well, that's a pretty good credential right there. All right, now I'm going to talk to you guys about what we're working with today. We're going to use some EasyWeed up here, and then we have this like handy blanket bag pillow situation that we're going to press, and we're going to kind of do just a little welcome gift for Sarah here today.
Yeah. Okay, let's move the pillow.
Yeah, let's.
I don't want to stab that.
Should we give you the hard one? Maggie, you got the hard one.
Oh, joy.
So, Sarah,
Yeah.
what got you into crafting?
I have been crafting for many, many years. Many. I started just as a way to take a break from my kids. And then I started making stuff for my kids.
Oh, nice.
And then I realized that I have a lot of help desk computer experience, and so I started troubleshooting on Facebook, in Facebook groups.
Oh, wow.
And so I answer thousands of questions a week in different groups on Facebook, primarily about silhouette, but now about Juliet. So is that all there is to this one?
Yeah, I told you had an easy one.
I'm good. And through the whole process, I found out about the silhouette licensing, and I took the course, and so I've been teaching classes and troubleshooting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, ever
That's
since.
crazy.
Yeah, and it's my part-time side hustle stuff. So I am a tech writer. I work for the FAA.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Okay. Dang. Well,
Multitasker.
Yeah.
Well, that seems like a really good fit then to be helping with any of the technology that's involved in this type of hobby or craft or side business, whatever.
Right, and writing instruction is what I do during my day job too. So writing instruction on a blog or something like that is
That's your cup of tea.
it follows over pretty well. So
That's crazy.
What's been like the most difficult project, or I guess even or satisfying project you've ever done?
just anything I can do for my kids, right? So next week my two boys, they're 4 and 5 years old. They are learning about how to decorate apparel at daycare. Well, they're learning about different types of apparel, right?
Yeah.
So knit and crochet versus sewing, embroidery, things like that. And so they know what I do, and they asked me to come do a project with them. So, we're going to do some sublimated aprons.
Oh, nice, with the markers?
Yeah, with the artistry markers. Yep.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're doing that next week. And that's a bunch like 3 to 6 year olds.
Oh, that would be cool. And I think a lot of that's really good for like sensory stuff if you're talking about different fabrics and the textures and things like that too, right?
Yeah, yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to print out their names on my sublimation printer and have them color it in.
Oh,
and then we'll press their names on the apron.
Yes. That's
So,
sick.
then they'll have their own little art aprons.
That's true, yeah, because then think of all the crafts that they'll do.
Yeah.
That's a good idea to think of it as an art apron versus like a cooking apron.
Right.
Yeah. Have you ever done like anything with that sublimation paint that's out there?
I have, yeah. So I was on the artist pre-design team for a year. And I went to Creativation with them in April, and we demoed the paints and the stamp pads.
Oh, wow. That's
cool.
So.
That's sweet. Cool.
All right, looks like we're all weeded.
Yep.
Okay, so I have to be careful because those zippers are definitely not metal.
Yeah. Or the strap too, probably.
Or straps, so I gotta like.
Oh, okay. So then, kind of like this. What do you do like when you like fail, or have you failed on stuff of like melting or screwing stuff up?
Oh yeah, I messed up all the time. I keep them.
Oh yeah.
And I show people, like in my classes.
yeah.
So people really like to see your mess ups, right? That makes you seem more relatable or real, right? Like, oh, you have all this experience. Like, I've been doing silhouette stuff for 10 years. And when they see you mess up, they're like, oh, see, I'm not the one. I'm not the only one. And so if I have a class or something like that, then, or even in, a blog post, and you show, hey, look, this didn't work, so people.
And then I think sometimes too, maybe it triggers of the, I won't make that mistake either once you share exactly what happened to you. I did it once on a polo. I was pressing a left chest for one. Didn't even think anything of it. I pressed it just like literally the full polo in there, buttons, all that. I was like, cool, done. Handed it off, and they're like, Maggie, my buttons, and they were like completely flat and melted, and it didn't even like click
Yeah.
in my brain. And I was like, oh, yep. Mm-hmm. So ever since then, I was like, yeah, that probably makes sense. I
Right.
put it off to the side, or I use a pillow, but it was
Yeah.
just didn't even notice.
That's really funny. I feel like I haven't had, because like I hear of everyone else's horror stories, so that's where I'm
Right.
like very conscious. I'm like, okay, so
and I'm not
this
like
and
like
this.
you know, I see a lot of people on Facebook groups and they're like, oh, I'm wasting all this material. I'm wasting all this material.
Oh.
And I'm just like, waste it. Well, that's how you learn, right?
Yeah.
You don't learn if you don't try.
Yeah.
And you have to just keep trying, right?
sure.
So
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna do like pressure. Maybe we
Pressure
don't
test.
need the pillow. We'll see. Yeah, that's a good pressure. There's a good pressure. All right, I'm gonna do this one first. And I'm gonna like try to line it up. Do the handy dandy.
I've seen
I
people
do that.
doing that
I do
more
that.
and more, and I was
I
like,
do
that
that.
is so smart. I have
It
never done that
is.
because I'm a
Yeah.
person. When I press, I'm not a great presser, but I have to cut all of my plastic like right.
Yes.
I can't have it be like if there was an extra hang off of the liner here.
Mhm.
I can't, for some reason, I can't visually see past it, so I have to cut them evenly.
Yeah, I use my fingers a lot.
Yeah.
I fold them.
I fold them and I'll like if I'm doing a shirt, I'll press the shirt in half.
Yes, I've seen that too.
And then I line up the
Oh.
folds on the carrier sheet with the folds in the press lines.
Yep. Do that too.
I have like a T-square it
Yeah,
and all
the
this other
rulers,
stuff,
the
and
rulers.
I don't ever use it. It just sits in my.
I know.
Okay.
Well, because it's like you're on the go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I guess I'm like that. I'm impatient.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't have time.
Well, not only that, but so my clamshell doesn't have the slide out,
Oh.
and so using it, I don't want to burn my hand.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I've burned many a knuckle in my day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, having the drawer is insanely helpful.
Yeah,
So
and I just got to swing away, so that helps.
Oh, and those are good for
For sure.
sublimation too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay, Sasha, you want blue?
I think I want. No, maybe I'll do this.
It's whatever you want.
I know. I'm trying to think.
Sasha
which
made the
one.
design.
I know. I'm trying to think. How did I make this design? Like, how did things happen?
Have you ever made like a really complicated design you need to like have a printout in front of you?
No,
Oh gosh, I can't remember.
my
what we
kids
did.
don't require things that
Oh.
complicated. They're 6, 5, and 4, so they're just happy with anything.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've done paper projects where I'm like,
Oh,
holy
yeah.
cow, what am I doing? I have so many pieces,
So much.
in similar colors. And
Yes.
I did for the daycare last Christmas. I created a bulletin board for them, and I did a big giant tree, and then I did reindeer heads as the leaves with each kid's name on it.
Oh,
But it was
that's
all done in
cute.
paper. And so when you get to names, you have like all these little letters. And I was like, you list of names, and I'm like, did I cut enough of the letters? I thought I caught all their names.
names
So-
are hard.
Names are so hard with anything.
Well, because then like I don't know if you'd experienced this like with designing stuff. Sometimes when you look at words, they start to not even make sense anymore. Does
Right.
that ever happen when you're like,
Yeah.
oh, the word
Yes.
mom, and I'm trying to find a font for it. I'm like, this doesn't look like it's a real word anymore. I don't know.
I know. It's the weirdest
Yep.
thing.
It's
Yep.
very weird.
Or even like the
Yeah.
like in different fonts. I'm like like I just
a little disoriented.
yeah. I'm like I don't know how to spell anymore. I don't know if I'm. Is everything? Oh yeah, I've got a Teflon cover. I don't have to worry about it. Full press. Alright.
Yay.
There it goes.
Golf clap.
Golf clap. The drama snaps.
All right. Here, I'll keep
Yay.
them on this side.
Oh, I'll be in the middle. Look, there's instructions. No.
Seriously,
I'm going to need those.
But yeah, we just wanted to make this for you. And
Awesome.
as a welcome to Key Transfer.
Yeah.
Well, to wrap that up, here is our blanket we pressed with EasyWeed, some different colors there. Sasha rocked it out pressing. She did a couple second tacks and then the final one all together to get it all tacked on there. And we'll just wrap it all up and we'll be good to go. Sarah, thank you so much for
Yes.
joining us.
Yeah.
Let everybody know where they can find you.
So sarahscreatestudio.com.
Cool, perfect. So if you like this video, make sure to like it And also leave a comment down below to just let us know what you want to see more from the yard. And if there's any more people, like guest stars, that you might want to see on the yard. But you guys have a great day, and we'll see you later.